Afrika Mashariki, tuwezeshe kuishi kwa amani, tutimize na malengo yetu. Jumuiya yetu sote tulilinde, tuajibike, tuimarike. Umoja wetu ni nguzo yetu, idumu jumuiya yetu.
Thank you. While still standing, I wish to welcome Ms. Mebo Abwor for a word of prayer. Tafadhali, Ms. Mebo.
Let us bow our heads for prayer. Our Heavenly Father, we thank you for this day, for the blessing of life, and for the opportunity to meet here. Our agenda today is to launch a document that will help us to do actions that will give opportunities and a chance for every mother and every child to thrive and to survive. We ask you to guide us as we start this program until the end. We ask, believing and trusting in Jesus' name. Amen.
Thank you very much. We may be seated. Thank you. Today is a beautiful day. This is a beautiful morning where we are going to launch the Inter-County Mpdsr, Maternal and Perinatal Death Surveillance and Response. Ladies and gentlemen, we have so many people here, and I must recognize that we have so many doctors in here today. And personally, I'm very privileged to be around so many doctors. I don't think I've been around so many doctors in one room. And I just want to request just a few housekeeping rules. If you must pass a note, please make sure it's in the normal English alphabet. That is to the doctors. Make sure it is in the normal English alphabet, or else we will see a couple of lines and will not know what to respond to you. So that we get into the program of the day, ladies and gentlemen, allow me to welcome the Council of Governors CEO, Ms. Mary Mwiti, EBS. A hand of applause, tafadhali.
Thank you very much, MC of the day, who also happens to be my colleague. Excellency Governors are present, development partners are present, the DGs, honorable DGs that are present, the county officials are present, the fourth estate, ladies and gentlemen, good morning. Good morning. Hamjambo. I think as Muka has put it, this is one of the days I think that the Lord has made, that we are convening here for a critical component that is very key to each and every person that is seated here. As we said when we were analyzing in the morning, we said we've not had a day that we have so many doctors in one room, so many partners in one room, DGs and governors just coming to analyze one thing that is called maternal and newborn deaths. Where else would you be if not here? There will be very rich conversations here, and of course I think this will be a start of a journey towards zero maternal and newborn deaths in this country moving forward, that is championed by none other than the 47 counties through the Council of Governors. So with those very few remarks, allow me do a round of introductions so that we get to understand who is here, and we'll just be standing and waving in the interest of time. Allow me in a very special way to recognize all the CECs and chief officers that are present. Wherever you are, kindly stand up. Your Excellencies, these are the frontline workers that are at the core of ensuring that we save lives at the county governments. Whatever you do on a daily basis is really appreciated. When we call to action, this is a call, all of you onboarded without actually questioning. And whatever we are celebrating today is none other than the efforts that you individually put in your specific counties. We really appreciate you. Thank you very much. We have county directors here that are the technocrats in driving this agenda. County directors, if you're here kindly, just be upstanding. We want to appreciate you because you augment what the CECs do, and you're the technical persons that do the evaluation on a daily basis on how to account for each and every life that is lost. And for that reason, we owe a lot of respect to you. Tuwapigieni makofi tafadhali. We have the champions that we devised in a very sensitive and intentional manner that have been the champions of these Mpdsr activity that we have. Can we have inter-county Mpdsr members seated here? All of you, wherever you are. Where are you? Your Excellencies, I would want you to look at this team. This is a team that started a conversation of a cup of tea, and we agreed that we're embarking on a journey that I will not turn back. And where we are right now is because of the champions that are standing here. Team, thank you very much for remaining steadfast in ensuring that we deliver on the cause that we started for. And I tend to believe when history is written, your names will feature in each and every sentence because you saved lives. Thank you very much. We have so many development partners here, from AMREF, CHAC, HENET, Medtronics, UNICEF, Gates Foundation, Open Fences, Jacaranda Health, ICRHK, CIAPs, Beginnings Fund, Capricorn, Aga Khan, CHAC, and Christian Association of Kenya. Kindly be upstanding, all development partners, and if I've left you, kindly just stand up. Your Excellencies, this project will not be a success without the teams that are represented here. Your immense contribution and believing in this cause has gone a long way in ensuring that we document, celebrate the successes that we have. Through you, we've been able to put an investment case that we will be presenting today so that we agree moving forward and a call to action on a scientific objective document that will shape the agenda moving into the future. And I tend to believe in the next 5 years or so, there will be no mother dying, giving birth, and there is no child that whose life will be cut short because of your immense contributions. Thank you very much, we appreciate. Where is MOH? We have a Ministry of Health that has been very supportive and working with us this journey in terms of shaping the policy direction. Judy, we really appreciate you, and please take back our appreciation to your leadership, that we really appreciate the role that you play in ensuring that you work with us this journey. This is a collaborative journey. It is not in any way competitive, but we want to collaborate and synergize together so that we can save lives of mothers and children in this country. Thank you very much for offering policy direction. Your Excellencies, I believe, thank you. The whip will be able to introduce the deputy governors and the governors, but above all, allow me to recognize a team of dedicated young people that I lead at the Council of Governors. Wherever you are, kindly just be upstanding. COG colleagues, you may note that we are extremely very few. We are the oldest, and I don't think I'm so old. We are, in your, what do you call it? The oldest in the COG. We deliver through these young people, and anyone who doubted that Gen Zs can deliver, please come for some few briefs. Team, we really appreciate every effort that you do, that you make. With few resources and of course with very constrained space in terms of workforce, you deliver on a daily basis, and we want to thank you for believing in this cause. Your Excellencies, this cause is not actually a project. It is actually a belief of each and every person. So it's very personal to each and every person. So colleagues at the Council of Governors, I appreciate you most sincerely. Thanks, and be seated. Now, Your Excellency, allow me just give an overview of why we are here, the objectives, and I request that we put the objectives on the screens so that we agree moving forward what there is and why we are here. Who is projecting? As they try to do this, allow me, Excellency, say this again, a story that I've told over and over again. It started on a cup of coffee, tea, on a round table, when we agreed that we're going to evaluate why mothers are dying across the country giving birth, and we thought that we need to start something that will lead into reducing this. And that's why we are here, and I just want to give an overview why we are here today, because it's a journey of almost 2 years that we are celebrating today. Please go to the next, the 4 slides. The objective of us being convened here today is to inaugurate the inter-county Mpdsr initiatives for joint action through a coordinated framework that strengthens collaboration among county governments. Why did we do this? We realize that unless we have a program that is solid and founded on a functional principles, we will not be able to advance. And for that reason, we inaugurated and put together Mpdsr team comprised of CECs, chief officers, pediatricians in the counties, gynecologists in the counties, so that we could have a candid discussion about evaluating each and every case that happens in each and every county. And after we did that, we agreed that we are going to have it as a program, solid, so that it does not fall into the cracks, and that's why we are here. Secondly, is to affirm the high-level government commitment in advancing support and accountability at the county level. I want to underscore the importance of this. We have counties that have already put together structures at the county level that every week on Tuesdays and Thursdays, they meet, including the governors, so that they evaluate each and every death that has happened in the county. And as a result of that, because of that commitment and of course that intentional urge to save the life, we have seen governors come in to sit and actually evaluate the near misses, the deaths and the like. And as a result of that, we have seen a lot of considerable change. And for that reason, we want to reaffirm that commitment today, that moving forward, the 47 counties, because we have successes in a few of the counties, 17, we want to onboard each and every person moving forward, and we want commitment from the governors so that we can achieve this. Number 3 is to highlight the strategic and high-impact Mpdsr priority interventions and budget for maternal and newborn health programming through the investment case. We realized that we could not be able to champion this cause without analyzing and having the initiatives that will go towards ensuring that we reduce the maternal deaths. And today, we have put together an investment case that will be a kind of a blueprint for us, or a Bible, upon which to seek support from each and every person that is seated here, from the national government, from the county government, from the development partners seated here, and from us, the employees, because we have to do contribution, informally through the service that we deliver. Even that service is actually a commitment. So we have an investment case that will shape the agenda moving forward. Number 4 is to catalyze partnerships and resource mobilization among government, development partners, faith-based organizations, and the private sector for effective implementation of inter-county Mpdsr initiatives. We want to synergize all of us into one basket. Rather than having silo programs across the country, the fragmentation that we have seen in this country, we want in this program that is called Mpdsr. How can we have all the resources in one basket so that we avoid duplication, we avoid wastage of resources, and have monies put to where benefits is accrued? And this is why we are here, so that we synergize towards one basket and have resources in one accord so that we can be able to champion this. And lastly, very important, is to amplify the call to action for zero maternal and newborn mortalities. I tend to believe each and every person is a beneficiary of this. If you never got a chance to live when your mother was giving birth to you, you'll not be where you are. What is it that you're passing a baton to the next Kenyan to ensure that you safeguard that life of a mother? Because we say a life of a mother lost is actually a life lost. A child's death is 1 million lives lost. So it is as a result of people that believed that you can survive. That's why we are here. How do we then amplify the voices to call to action that there will be no mother that will die giving birth? And that's why we are here. Lastly, is as a result of that, we went ahead and developed a dashboard. A dashboard where we could collate all information across the 47 counties in all the health facilities, so that we account for each and every activity that happens. So today, Your Excellencies, we will be launching a dashboard that we have developed through the support of development partners that accounts, that is real time. Counties feed this data so that at least we have data that can inform decision making, and that we will be analyzing these cases directly. Lastly, is I've talked about the investment case, and of course the dashboard that will be launching today, and a website of Mpdsr, I want to say this again. We have a website dedicated for this as a standalone program. So there will be no cases of plagiarism, and we have patented this right. I need to say this, Your Excellencies. So there is nobody who can steal this Mpdsr anywhere. It is already a program that is patented, and for that reason, it's a functional program that will continue. Thank you very much, and that is why we are here today, in a nutshell. With those very many remarks, I will do the remarks, and I will call upon Gregory, the chairperson of CEC's caucus, who's been very, very supportive to deliver his remarks and briefly so that we can be able to finish moving forward. Karibu Daktari.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Your Excellency Governors present here, Governor Mudomi Njuki, Governor Sang, Governor Lusaka, and Governor Khalif, all our development partners present, my colleagues, CECs, directors. Katra is trying to whisper something to me, and all invited guests. She doesn't want me to forget somebody. Who? Deputy governors, sorry. Sometimes we assume that once you say governors, you've included deputy governors because it's the same office. But all protocols observed. Today I'm a curtain raiser, and so I'm not giving a speech. I'm just giving my comments. But I'm also a gynecologist, so allow me to also be a professional when I give my remarks. Today, as we launch this Mpdsr initiative, I want to say that Mpdsr is not a new thing. It has been there since time immemorial. We have been doing it. I was taught this when I was doing my obstetrics and gynecology many years ago. But then, Mpdsr is supposed to lead to reduction in maternal morbidity and mortality, particularly mortality. But what we've seen around East Africa is that while others have markedly improved, we have remained the same. Yet we are still doing this Mpdsr. If you look at Kenya, our maternal mortality ratio at 2018 is around 355. It's thought to have been 500, but we said 355. You look at Uganda, which is a much poorer country than us, it's 284. Look at Rwanda, 259. Tanzania, 238. So if you say it's about money and development, then Kenya should be the best. And so why is it that Kenya has not done it well? That's why this initiative is very important, that perhaps we have not been doing it right, we have not been doing it well, all right? And so it has had very little impact in what we are doing. And Mpdsr, I want to equate this to our drivers. You know, whenever there's an accident, anyone sees a car belonging to MOH, they'll stop it. They assume that's a doctor or that somebody knows what he's doing. And so you have this road accident, and you have this man who drives with this pickup truck, written MOH, and they stop him, and there's this person who has a fracture and is bleeding. So this driver gets out, he puts this man in the pickup, and he drives 20, 30 kilometers to the next facility, and when he arrives, the person is dead. And then you start wondering, this guy did the right thing, he rushed, he brought this person to the hospital, and the person is dead. But why did he die? He was bleeding all the way as he was moving there. And so you realize that, you know, we need to train our drivers to be fast responders. And so when you go to train this particular driver, and you forget that there are other drivers. And so when you don't train the other drivers, the same thing happens. There's another road traffic accident, the next driver does the same. So what Mpdsr is supposed to do is that once you learn that these drivers don't know how to do this, it becomes a common call for everything and for everyone. That now we need to train our drivers as fast responders. So it's called the tip of the iceberg approach. That particular death is a lesson to tell you about your health system. So when this was not done, then it must be applied all over and not in that particular hospital. So you are assessing your health system and not that particular hospital and that particular death. But that particular death helps us to assess the hospital. And that's why we do the Mpdsr. And if we do it rightly, and we do it correctly, the whole health system is supposed to improve. And that means the output of this will lead to your investments. Once you say we're going to train, then it means then you must put in investment towards that training. If you say that we need better oxytocin, or you want to use carbetocin, then it must invest. So if we do it and we don't invest, we will end up with very nice dashboards and all that without an outcome. And that's why we want our top leadership to be there, because when we say we want to invest in this, these ambulances are not working or they're down, or these people are not trained, then we can lead that investment. So I think that will be said when we will be doing the keynote speech. I'm sure that is there. But if we do it as a county, and that's the role of county, the COG has come of age, that now we can lead initiatives as county governments. But that, yes, you can clap. That's an important thing. Because health is a devolved function. That does not mean that the national government's job has been eliminated. No. The policy role has not been eliminated. No. Capacity building has not been eliminated. No. Everyone's role is defined. And so I call upon everyone, including the national government, to support. When anybody is working towards a different direction, a given direction, support that direction, because it is leading to the same thing. Our development partners support, because it is the first initiative. This is the first time you're seeing somebody saying, are they doing it? Where are they doing it? Which county is doing it? Are they doing it right? And once everyone is doing it right and we support it, then we will start seeing the impact of those indicators. I want to touch lightly on things that would take us back, and I call them barriers. And forgive me because it is not the topic of today. That any barrier to maternal health should be remembered. And one, we talk about barriers to care. Right now, people under 18 are under threat. People who have no ID cards are under threat. If you don't have an ID card, you can't access insurance. That's a threat. These people are indigents. These people are poor. And that's why I was talking to my team last week, and several county government CSCs, they have more money because of SHA. But their indicators have gone down. Why have the indicators gone down? Why are less people delivering in the hospital? Why are we seeing more maternal mortality, and yet the money is increasing? You have left out the indigents, the under 18s, the guys who don't have ID cards. They're now scared because they go to the hospital, they'll be locked. It's all over in the newspaper. It's not rocket science. So we must take care of these people so that we become equitable. Every person, poor or rich, ID or no ID, must be able to access those services. And finally, of course, I always talk about this. FIF is not the end game. We must continue investing. Health requires a lot of money. The minute we stop investing in health, the minute, and I was being told by some of my colleagues, CSCs, that as the FIF has increased, some county governments have reduced the money that they're giving to the health sector. Now that's another threat, because this is supposed to be additive. FIF is supposed to be additive so that we can be able to deliver on those promises that we are talking about. Thank you very much. Mine was not supposed to be a speech, but I welcome you on behalf of all CSCs and all county governments, and commit in behalf of directors and CSCs that we will stand strong and we will see this initiative lead to better results for our country. Thank you very much.
We can do better than that for Daktari, kindly. So, I don't seem to see Professor Were here. Okay, there's no problem. I will allow now Chris Barasa, Dr. Chris, who is an obstetrician, to give his remarks. Then I will proceed. Thanks.
Excellencies, all protocols observed. Good morning. Good morning once more. We should be happy because from today onwards, we are committing towards having no mother and no neonate die. We should all be happy. Turn to your neighbor and tell them, no mother, no neonate should die. Moving on. Thank you so much. Yeah. I'm happy because this journey that was started a few months ago is culminating into this auspicious event. And happy for 3 reasons. One, my governor is here, Governor Lusaka. Thanks for coming. That means a lot, because in 1999, my aunt passed on due to postpartum hemorrhage. And that aunt of mine happens to have been your neighbor on the slopes of Mount Elgon. And one of the reasons why she died is because it was raining at night, went into labor. The roads were not very good at that point in time. By the time she reached the hospital, it was too late. So that gave me a passion to get into the School of Medicine and undertake obstetrics and gynecology. And as we speak now, I'm a gynecologist thanks to my aunt who died in 1999. Why I'm saying that is because we usually say that in this inter-county Mpdsr initiative,